Did it say we were on?
Yes, it did.
Huh?
Yeah.
It did? Okay. Give it a minute here. Get going. Yep, it says we're up. Sweet. Freaking Eastern Washington. I don't know if I'm going to be salty or like hyped when they win, honestly.
Eastern what? Edub?
Yeah. Edub, baby. Alright, let's get this party started. Welcome back. We have more round of 32 action. Me and Reese have already seen a 14 seed in UC Irvine advance to the Sweet 16, and now the 15 seed in the West region, the Eastern Washington Eagles, are going to try to do the same here. Reese, can they pull it off against St. Mary's?
I think they can. They got to get their guy going, and Mason Peeling. He is a tremendous player. But the Gales, the 7, not going to be wanting to go home in this one. They've got tremendous talent as well.
Not to be taken lightly at all. St. Mary's defeating Texas Tech, the defending national runner-ups, on their way here. Eastern Washington, of course, taking down San Diego State in a classic in the first round. We have a good one here today, Reese.
Definitely, and the Gales are going to be led by their senior guard, Jordan Ford, and he is a tremendous player for them.
He is extra brutal.
Extra brutal, as we like to say. And he'll be certainly needing to have a big game to advance St. Mary's in this one. Same goes for Mason Peeling and his right-hand man, Jacob Davidson, both tremendous players for the Edub Eagles.
And here we see each team taking the floor. We actually got Eastern Washington in the right jerseys this time.
Good, thank God.
Same starting five for both squads. As we head out here, Ford, Krebs, Fitz, Fatu, or Fotu, I guess, for the Gales. As this one is underway, Sweet 16 spot on the line, and Eastern Edub will start out with the ball. Here's Jack Perry.
St. Mary's starting off, as always, in a little Memon.
Perry drives it down side, being aggressive, and he couldn't finish over Tass. Tass back the other way. Here come the Gales. This game is brought to you by Dunder Mifflin Paper Company. The people versus paper business.
For your paper needs, call Dunder Mifflin.
Here's Tass now. Jordan Ford.
Tass.
Ford driving.
Oh.
Ford with 3, down low in the Tass. Forces one up with the right hand, and he couldn't finish. Good defense by Magnuson right there. Perry, he's a shooter. Good job by Ford of closing out on him. Just getting started here. Round of 32 action underway. The 15 seed Eastern Washington Eagles and the 7 seed St. Mary's College Gales. Jack Perry now drives it down into the paint.
Nifty dribbling from the little guy. The pull-up. Woo!
Knocks it down, and Eastern Washington draws first blood.
Not shy at all to start this game is Mr. Jack Perry, rising up and knocking down the little mid-range J. Nice-looking stroke.
I'm looking at Twitter right now, and I realize that I accidentally typed this game to start at 6:15, so I apologize for that. As a miss here by Fotu, back the other way come the Eagles. Magnuson, a free lane in Eastern Washington.
Right this way, says Mr. Jordan Ford. I'll show you to the rim. Easy deuce for Eastern Washington, up 4-0 already.
And the Eagles not showing any fear here early on, much in the same way they did against San Diego State. Now Jordan Ford back the other way. Ford into the paint, nothing
had
doing.
a man look down low, had Tass wide open under the rim.
Ford out back to the right wing now. 4 on the shot clock for him. Ford's got to hurry. Ford steps back, long 3 on the way, and it's short.
Tass.
Right there. Oh, he go up with it. Fotu.
I think surprised he even got that rebound.
Here's Krebs stepping back for a long ball, and he'll bury it.
Woo! Tanner Krebs, nice looking stroke on the outside. Big time. Let her fly, Mr.
And St. Mary's getting on the board here. Here's Magnuson getting around Ford. Lays it up. Couldn't finish. Rebound to Krebs. Back the other way come the Gales. Here's Fitz. Second leading scorer for St. Mary's. Working on Davison.
Good
Kick out Krebs.
Oh.
Passed up an open look. They'll reset. Krebs now. Top of the key. Waiting. Gets a screen from Fitz. Krebs covered by Jacob Davison. Oh, look inside. Here's Fitz now. Fitz. Tough fadeaway. In and out, no good.
Fitz has got to use that big frame of his. Go into the shoulder. Get closer to the rim. Tough shot right there.
Magnuson now top of the key. In low to Cam Aiken for 2.
Nice passing there by the Eagles. Finding another easy 2. Edub sharing the ball.
And Eastern Washington off and running here. just 3 minutes in. Here's Jordan Ford, kick out to Fitz. Fitz spinning on Davidson, lays it up, no good. Rebound to
Tough
Magnuson.
shot.
Back the other way come the Eagles. Jack Perry all the way down the lane. He'll lay it up and score. What a start for Eastern Washington.
St. Mary's is not getting back in transition, and the Eagles are making them pay. Beautifully done there by Perry.
Excellent job thus far for Eastern Washington, showing they are unafraid as Jordan Ford with the left. Tough.
That's Jordan Ford at his best. Getting into the lane, he'll find a way to get it up and score the ball. Beautifully done with the left-handed hook.
Ellis Magnuson back the other way. Here's Jack Perry now on the right wing. Perry gets a screen from Peatling. Perry spinning into the lane. Kick out to Magnuson. 9 on the shot clock for the Eagles. Another screen here. Magnuson floats one up, and no good. He got his own rebound somehow, though.
What a board!
Davison, an open look. Ho, ho, ho! Green Giants.
Rising up, knocking it down. The Eagles are red hot to start this game. Wow, pretty.
Unbelievable start to this game for Eastern Washington, trying to become just the second 15 seed ever to advance to the Sweet 16. Now here's Krebs back the other way for the Gales.
Trying to join the likes of those Florida Gulf Coast Eagles, Griff. That team was certainly fun to watch.
Dunk City Eagles, of course. Fitz now. Mismatch down low. Fitz puts it up with the left hand and scores.
And there we go. St. Mary's recognizing the mismatch that time. Fitz, a tremendous player down on that low block, and he gets his first field goal to go.
Back the other way come the Eagles. Their offense has looked fantastic thus far.
Perry, another three.
Woo.
In and out. Ford will come back the other way for the Gales.
I think the building would have exploded if he hit that shot race.
Would have been big time, no doubt about it now. But here's Ford, and he loses it, but Tass is there.
Tass, Fotu in the paint, working his way down on Cam Aiken. Fotu, kick out Jordan Ford.
Oh, had a shot from...
fake. Two
What
on the
is he
shot clock.
doing?
Ford. No good. Rebound to Peatling. Back the other way come the Eagles. Jacob Davison to Magnuson. Cam Aiken, corner three. Bang! Cam Aiken.
That's beautiful. In and out basketball. Finding his man for the open corner. Let her fly, young fella. The Eagles are soaring to start this one.
14-7. Eastern Washington leads by a touchdown, but we're not playing on their red turf. You know they have red turf?
I did. That certainly interesting. Makes them... I guess gives them something they're known for in the football realm.
Eastern Washington actually a powerhouse at FCS as Fitz is going to line up a long three, and he'll bury one. Woo. How about Malik Fitz right there for the Gales? It's 14-10 here. Back and forth action. It has been fun thus far. Jack Perry down the lane. Lays it up. Couldn't get to go. Got his own miss. Magnuson a three. Oh. Eagles are letting it fly, Reese.
They are getting offensive rebounds after the first miss and getting open looks just about every time down the floor. A great start for E-Dub.
Malik Fitz using that big frame down low. Kick out to Krebs. Krebs now gets a screen from Fitz. Krebs trying to drive. 4 on the shot clock. Krebs kick out Jordan Ford. Ford fires up another long three. In and out, no good. Perry the rebound.
Ford is not doing a good job of creating space to get an open shot.
What a feed to Jacob Davison for 2.
Another easy 2 and a timeout for St. Mary's. E-Dub has it rolling.
The
wow.
Eastern Washington Eagles unafraid of the Gales. They want to go to the Sweet 16, Reese.
And right they do, and why wouldn't they? They are playing at a tremendously high level, defeating a great team last time in the same San Diego State Aztecs. St. Mary's certainly not going to scare them in this one.
Subs checking in here. Here's Jock Perry for the Gales.
Jock Perry, not to be confused with Jack Perry.
Spinning his way down the lane, working on Tanner Groves. Perry gets all the way down inside, and he'll draw a foul. How about Jock Perry right there forcing the issue?
Being aggressive. The big 7'1" center out of Melbourne. Kroenke!
Going to the line for 2 is Perry. Perry steps up to the line, averaging 3.5 points per contest. And he will sink the first of 2.
And no short of international talent on this St. Mary's team. They have got guys from just about all over.
And do we like that, folks?
We do.
We do indeed. Jock Perry, 7'1", towering man, misses the second though. Peatling the rebound.
They have 5 players on their roster from the States. Everyone else is international.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Jacob Davison.
And they're
now.
all from Arizona or California.
Kassan Rouse, his first minutes, drawing the foul.
Hard foul there by Menzies. No easy buckets.
Menzies.
Earn him at the line.
And look at this lineup St. Mary's has in right now. Jock Perry playing the 4 at 7-1. Menzies playing the 5 at 7-3.
Wow.
My goodness.
Those are some big bodies down there.
We need to see the matchup of Menzies and Perry versus Romaro Gill and Mamascalis Ville of Seton Hall.
That would be something. Gonna be.
We'd have to
Believe
wait
they're
for-
on opposite sides of the bracket.
Yeah, we
those.
need that'd be a heck of a national championship. As Kassan Rouse hits them both. Eastern Washington leading by 7 here in the early going. Here is Johnson now for St. Mary's. Johnson now top of the key, gives it off to Jock Perry. Perry working inside. Mismatch again, drawing another foul on Tanner Groves. 2 quick fouls on Groves. Back to the line goes Jock Perry. Perry has been aggressive to start this one. 82% free throw shooter for the big man this season. Some nice touch around the rim. Perry has the second one. And couldn't hit it. He'll split the free throws. Groves nearly lost it out of bounds. 18-12 Eastern Washington here in the early going. Jacob Davison over to Peatling, and he'll line up a 3. No, rims it no good. Perry the rebound. Here comes Thomas now.
Big man has a good stroke from outside. Won't hesitate to shoot that one.
Jock Perry now. Showing off some handles. Working on the smaller Groves yet again. He'll give it up this time. Here's Koos. Koos? Yes? I don't know. Koos. Johnson on the right wing. Jabs. Driving on Kassan Rouse. Pulls up from 18. Air ball. And it will belong to Eastern Washington now.
Not shy to shoot the ball. Logan Johnson has not appeared in many games for the Gales this season, but nonetheless, not showing any, no shortage of confidence. But not the result the Gales are looking for.
2.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Eastern Washington has taken it to St. Mary's thus far. Here's Jacob Davison now. Davison looking for Peatling down low. Peatling with a bigger Menzies. Fade away. Woo-hoo-hoo!
What a shot there from Peatling. He has got a great assortment of skills, and all of a sudden, EW is up 20-12. They have things rolling on both ends.
Man, what a shot by Peatling right there. Peatling giving up about 6 inches to the 7-3 Menzies. Just a little fadeaway. Get it to go. Here's Jacob Groves now, brother of Tanner for the Eastern Washington Eagles, leading by 8 here. 8 minutes into this one. Jacob Davison now. Down
Nice
inside.
flash.
Jacob Groves for 2. And look at Edub. The Eagles flying high.
Flying high, no doubt. The Groves brothers played a huge role in their upset victory last time. Got things rolling here early in this one.
Here's Jock Perry now. Perry driving on Groves, drawing another foul, and that's 3 on Tanner Groves.
They cannot seem to stop fouling Mr. Jacques Perry, and he will go back to the free throw line. 3 early fouls for Groves. Man, that's got to be frustrating.
That's tough. We mentioned the size that St. Mary's has in right now. Tanner Groves is Eastern Washington's tallest player at 6'9".
Gonna need him out there on the.
Knocks this one down though. Lead down to 9. Now here's Jacob Davison. Davison driving on Perry. Davison down low. Shot fakes. Gets it up over Perry. No good. And Jock Perry clears the rebound. Back the other way comes Johnson for the Gales. Johnson off to... Oh, crap. I can't see who that is.
Thomas.
Koos now driving into the paint. Kicks it out. Here's Jock Perry working on Groves yet again. Picks it up. 5 on the shot clock. Gives it off to Johnson. Thomas. Now Koos. Drives it, puts it up with the left hand, and he got it to go. Tough finish right there.
What a lefty runner there from Koos. Beautifully done, and he stops the bleeding for St. Mary's.
22-15 Eastern Washington, under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Davison driving. Davison lays it up. Got it to go. What a finish by Jacob Davison.
Great patience on that pick and roll, able to kiss it off the glass on the nice layup.
Here we go is Johnson now. Johnson gives it off to Jock Perry. Jock Perry. Looks like they're going ISO, clearing out for him to take it on Groves. Nothing doing. Gives it up to Johnson, who has Rouse on him. Here's Thomas from the over to Koos. Koos with 2 on the shot clock. Fires away. Air ball.
Another
Peatling clears the rebound. Jacob Davison.
Can hold for the last shot if they choose to.
Here's Rouse. Driving. He'll pull it out, and Eastern Washington looks like they're holding for 1. Davison got free, and he lays it up for 2. E-Dub is rolling.
Left Logan Johnson in the dust on that one.
Johnson fires away at the buzzer. Off the mark, no good, and the Eastern Washington Eagles up 26-15 here in the early going.
They are flying high and having fun out there. Rolling on both ends of the floor. 11-point lead early.
Eastern Washington, wow. The 15 seed. Trying to get to the Sweet 16. I think it goes without being said that this would be their first ever appearance.
The Sweet 16?
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'll check that. Yes, it would. As a steal here for Kidd. Wow. A Kidd will drive all the way, and he will not
finish that.
Strong board there by Thomas to wrestle, or Johnson rather.
Jock Perry in the corner. Perry, oh my goodness, look at that size advantage. Drawing a double team, unsurprisingly. Perry, go at him. Gives it up to Thomas instead. Thomas gets downhill, and he draws a foul. Woo! That was close.
Looked like a clean strip from Rouse, but nonetheless a foul called, and he will go to the free throw line, trying to get some points, some sort of offense going for this St. Mary's team.
Thomas steps to the line here for the Gales. Elijah Thomas averaging just 2.3 points per contest. Knocks down the first, eyes the second one. And in and out, no good. Tanner Groves the rebound. Here come the Eagles. Here's Kidd. Kidd in the corner to Groves, back to Kidd. Eastern Washington with a 10-point lead. Now here's Peatling with the bigger Menzies on him. Giving up about 6 or 7 inches right here. He puts one up. No good. Rebound by Tanner Groves. Look at the hustle.
Beautifully done by Groves. Sticking with the play. He wanted it more. Putting it back up and in.
12-point lead for Eastern Washington over the St. Mary's Gales. Wow. Perry drives. Perry working on Groves. Draws a foul on Peatling. And back to the line goes Jock Perry.
Done a great job of drawing these fouls and getting to the line. Been at least some sort of offense at least going for St. Mary's.
And
Docks
Perry
it down.
Swishes the first one. 4 for 7 from the line already for Jock Perry. Using his size to his advantage, no doubt. Perry eyes the second one, and he greenlights it. Back down to a 10-point lead here. Here is Kidd now the other way for the Eagles. Eastern Washington, the 15 seed, taking down San Diego State, who has nearly ran the table as undefeated in the regular season. Now up on St. Mary's. Peatling lines up a 3-ball. Back rim, no good. Kidd fighting for the offensive rebound. That's been a difference here today.
Certainly. Huge size disadvantage for the Eagles, but they keep getting these offensive boards. Groves will let go of 3, and it's no good.
Back the other way comes Logan Johnson for the Gales. Johnson over to Coos in the corner, crossing over, gets into the lane, kicks it to Menzies.
Shifty move. Actually had an open layup, didn't see.
Menzies working on Peatling, nothing doing. Here's Thomas, back to Peatling, back to Thomas, back to Peatling.
No one wants it.
Johnson. 3 on the shot clock. Over to Thomas. Elijah Thomas lines up a 3-ball. In and out, no good. Jock Perry's there. No good again. Wow.
Missing the bunny. Gotta make that if you're the big Perry.
He had Kidd on him. Kidd only stands at about 6 foot tall. Out. Elijah Thomas the rebound. Back the other way. Subs set to check in for both teams. Elijah Thomas cut off by Groves. Now Perry. Perry's done a good job of working Tanner Groves there. Using his size to his advantage, forced to pick it up there, though. Here's Johnson in the corner.
It's been a stagnant offense thus far for St. Mary's. Have to find a way to get off some clean looks.
Johnson with 3. Johnson down to Thomas. Thomas fade away. And no good. Rebound to Groves. Back the other way come the Eagles. Here's Jacob Groves. Inside the Peatling for 2-on-1!
Going at the bigger body Perry. Give me that ball. I'll go to the rim. Finish plus the harm. Going to the line to try to make it one more. What a play there from Peatling.
How about Eastern Washington up 12 here with 7 minutes to play in the first half. Peatling a chance to give them their largest lead of the evening. Mason Peatling, he eyes, he flies. In and out, no good. Rebound to Fitz. Starters back in for St. Mary's, rather.
Not a very deep team in St. Mary's. Want to keep their starters in as long as they can. And there's Krebs getting to the rim. Plus the harm. Right back at you, Eastern Washington.
Big answer right there for Krebs. They needed that one. And now the lead is cut back down to 10. Krebs steps up to the line. Only an 85% free throw shooter. He sucks. Knocks it down right there. I was looking at his 3-point percentage. I was like, there's no way he shoots 35% from the free throw line.
Well, we have seen worse in this tournament.
Yeah, we have, no doubt about it. Sorry, Keita. Here's Perry now, giving up to Magnuson. Ellis Magnuson driving on Ford. Oh, hop step, and he draws the foul. Nice play right there.
That nice play indeed. Tass came over with some nice help, but just got a little too aggressive right there.
Ellis Magnuson stepping to the line for Eastern Washington. They lead by 9. They stunned San Diego State in the first round, looking to do the same to St. Mary's here. Magnuson knocks down the first, eyes the second one, and knocks it down. Lead back up to 11 for the Eagles. Here comes Jordan Ford. Ford's got to get going, Reese.
Got to find a way to get him some open looks. He has taken only tough shots in this one.
Ford gets down the lane. Crafty finish.
Would have
Couldn't
been impressive, no doubt about it.
Fotu working on Groves with the left hand. No good. Rebound to Peatling.
$1 million move. That was a great read by him, but just couldn't get it to go. Almost a steal.
Magnuson now will reset, try to get his Eagles offense under control here. Magnuson getting a screen from Peatling. Magnuson gets downhill. Nearly loses it again. Denied by Fotu.
Fotu getting up and sending that shot back. Nicely done there. Eastern Washington will inbound now.
Spot in the Sweet 16 on the line here. Winner goes on to will play the 14 UC Irvine Anteaters. We could have a double Cinderella in the Sweet 16.
Love to see it. Always fun seeing those guys face against one another, as Perry will not get the three to go down, and back the other way is Ford.
Here's Ford now. Gives it off to Fitz. Fitz in the corner. Being guarded by Cam Aiken. Here's Krebs. Krebs has had an excellent first half.
I'll take it at him.
With the smaller Perry on, decides to kick it out to Ford. Ford now gets a screen. Ford, nice pass and low to Fotu for 2. Good excellent two-man game right there.
No doubt about it. A great read by Ford, and St. Mary's cuts the lead down to single digits.
32-23 here, just under 6 minutes played to play in the first half as Ellis Magnuson gives it up to Perry. Perry gets a screen, drives, gets downhill, puts up a floater, missed it off the backboard, taps the rebound back the other way, comes Fotu.
I think you felt the presence of the size of St. Mary's on that take.
Fotu with the left hand, no good. Tanner Groves clears the rebound. Back the other way comes Eastern Washington. Magnuson working on Jordan Ford. He'll reset at the top of the key, gives it off to Perry. Perry now waiting on a screen from Groves, gets one, gets downhill, stops, out to Magnuson. 6 on the shot clock for Eastern Washington. Magnuson, Cam Aiken.
Gotta go.
Peatling, gotta hurry. Couldn't get it to go, no good. Just didn't have enough time to make a move. Krebs all the way down the lane for 2.
Beautiful read there by Krebs. No one's stopping him, and so he'll take it to the rim for an easy finish.
Tanner Krebs has 8 points here in the first half, averaging 9 per game, and he's a huge reason why St. Mary's has been able to stay afloat in this one. Magnuson now. Here's Aiken. Aiken pump fakes, looking, try to get it down low to Peatling. Nothing doing though. Here's Jack Perry now. Perry. Over to Magnuson. 3 ball on the way. Bang!
Beautiful shot there by Perry. Thought his foot was on the line, but nonetheless, it'll go down. That's a tray ball.
10-point lead again for Eastern Washington here. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Krebs. He's had an excellent first half. Krebs looking for Malik Fitz down low. Give it to him. Size advantage. Fitz working on the smaller Perry. Kicks out to Krebs instead. Krebs drives. Spins. Nothing doing. He's got to force one up. Rims it no good. Tanner Groves the rebound. Back the other way come the Eagles.
St. Mary's has to do a better job of crashing the offensive glass.
Magnuson forcing the issue. Trying to score on Jordan Ford, but he'll back it out instead. Magnuson spinning. Laying with the left hand. In and out no good. Ford clears the rebound. Back the other way come the Gales. Jordan Ford picked up by Cam Aiken. Ford forcing the issue. Now he'll pull it out. 12 on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Krebs. Ford trying to drive. Got Malik Fitz with the man on his back. Doesn't get it to him. Krebs. 4 on the shot clock. 3. Drives. Lays it up. Missed it. No good. Groves. Back the other way come the Eagles.
No, nice
open look for Perry.
Oh, thought that one was halfway down and out. Looked good from here.
No doubt about it, as Ford bobbles the pass, somehow caught it. Now with Magnuson on him. Gets into the paint, pulls it back out. Jordan Ford. Need to get him going. Trailing by 10, 3 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Fitz now. Malik Fitz.
There he is.
Jordan Ford.
Oh.
Pass, had a clean look. Good job by Magnuson, and he gets a steal.
Out
Here
and
comes
running
Jack Perry.
again.
Perry, hop step. Good decision right there.
And good defense there by Fitz to prevent the open layup. Nicely done.
Magnuson, Peatling for 3. No good. Peatling has not gotten a 3 to go down yet. Back the other way is Malik Fitz.
Losing it again, but gathers himself, and now back out to Ford.
Ford. What can St. Mary's do to get him going? Here's Malik Fitz now driving.
There we go.
Fitz with the left hand. He got it to go.
There you go. Fitz.
Hanging, finishing.
Nicely done there. And St. Mary's trying to possibly get some offensive momentum going. They got to get some points on the board. As a timeout for Edub.
Eastern Washington, maybe sensing a momentum shift here, will call a timeout with 2 minutes remaining in the first half. The 15 seed not backing down from St. Mary's just yet. 35-27. Here's Davison now inbounding. Davison gives it off to Magnuson. Up by 8. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. What a game so far for Edub. Magnuson gives it off to Cam Aiken. Aiken with Fitz on him. Aiken gets a screen. Gets down low. Puts up a floater. No good. Rebounded by Fotu. Back the other way come the Gales. Fitz now. Malik Fitz with Davison on him. Stolen away by Cam Aiken. Davison ahead of the pack. He'll land. Oh! Punching it down with authority.
Rising up, Statue of Liberty style, Mr. Davidson. Nicely done there. And now a 10-point lead again for Eastern Washington.
Minute and a half to go in this one. Eastern Washington has been in control basically from the beginning. Here's Coos now. Coos looking for Jordan Ford. Good job by Magnuson to deny him the ball. Coos now with 5 on the shot clock. Got to put up one in a hurry. Coos for 3. Rims it no good. Fotu fighting for it, but Cam Aiken comes away with it.
Simply wanted the ball more than I think that time, Griff. Beautifully done there by Aiken to steal it away.
Perry to Magnuson. Magnuson working at the elbow. Lays it up. Got it to go! How about Ellis Magnuson right there?
A little up and under on the scoop shot. Beautiful shot by Magnuson. And now St. Mary's is in a world of trouble so far in this one. They've got to be able to get some points on the board.
Jordan Ford now. Under a minute to play in the first half, trailing by 12. Gets it over to Tess. Now Coos for 3. No good. Tess tips it up. Couldn't get it to go. Davison back the other way for the Eagles.
Come down with that one, big fella.
Perry for 3. Oh, that would have been a dagger here at the end of the first half. St. Mary's pushing it back up. Ford. Now they will be more patient here. Coos on the left wing. Gets a screen from Fitz. Coos drives. Loses the ball, stolen by Jack Perry.
Have their hands in the cookie jar all game, have the Eagles.
What a feed to Davison for 2.
How did he see that man open? A great no-look pass by Perry over the shoulder. Beautifully done for an easy 2 again.
14-point deficit faced by St. Mary's here. They will get the last shot.
Gotta hurry.
4 seconds ago. Coos.
Had
a clean look. Decides to take it up with the left hand, and it rims off. Wow. The 15 seed Eastern Washington Eagles are in control of this one, leading by 14 at the half.
Eastern Washington has
Unbelievable.
They have it rolling on both ends of the floor. It's St. Mary's nightmarish from the offensive end. They've got to figure something out, and they've got to do it quick because St. Mary's...
And Kenny's smiling. He likes the upset.
Always nice to see Kenny smiling. Doesn't happen too often, but he loves himself a good upset, I know.
Man, oh man, St. Mary's in a world of hurt right now. Reese, I got to clean up the turnovers.
And that's the story right there. 28% field goal shooting. That is just not going to get it done. Eastern Washington dominating every means of the word. Not out of it, though. Still only a 14-point game, and as we've seen in this tournament, comebacks can happen, and they can happen in a flurry.
No doubt about it. We just saw UC Irvine erase a 15-point fourth-quarter deficit just no more than an hour ago. No more than an hour ago. Well, moron, good for UC Irvine. Oh, my goodness.
Looking at Jack Perry.
Or Menzies. Well, moron, good for UC Irvine. Oh, my goodness. What can St. Mary's do here? They need to get Jordan Ford going. Here's Krebs bringing it up. He had a great first half.
Basically the only offensive option for St. Mary's, actually.
Ford gets free. Good switch by Perry. Ford down the lane, missing the layup.
That's what you want if you're St. Mary's, but just couldn't get it to go. As Magnuson will take it all the way and lay it in. They're out and running here already again.
Eastern Washington getting out on transition and making St. Mary's pay. 43-27 here, second half just underway. Here's Jordan Ford now. Ford gets it over to Krebs. Krebs will back it out now. Looking for Malik Fitz. Fitz working on Perry. Got to go. 5 on the shot clock. Give it back to Fotu. Here's Krebs now. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Krebs has a force up a 3. No good. Peatling. Battled for the rebound, but stepped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Gales.
All hard on that battle, Griff. Who wants the ball? Unfortunately, ending up out of bounds, and it'll belong back to the Gales.
Love the fight out of both teams.
Oh, give it to him. He's wide
Fotu
open.
Missed him. Ford will get it inbounds instead. Here's Jordan Ford. Need him to get going. He has had a brilliant career at St. Mary's. Wants to continue that into the Sweet 16. But Eastern Washington putting up a heck of a fight right now. Malik Fitz now on the wing. Fitz kicks it over to Jordan Ford. Ford 5 on the shot clock. Gets a screen.
Another late shot clock for St. Mary's.
Ford couldn't finish. Nice rebound by Fotu. And Fotu will finish.
Nice job there by Fotu, crashing the glass and getting the job done. Finally, a basket will go down for St. Mary's.
And just a minute and a half played here. Eastern Washington leading by 14. The 15 trying to advance into the Sweet 16. Davison. Woo!
Slick feed that time. Dangerous as well. But
Cam Aiken pulls up along two. In and out, no good. Fotu clears the rebound. Back the other way come the Gales. Fotu. He's got a smaller Perry on him, but kicks it out to Ford instead. Here's Krebs. Krebs working on Magnuson.
Oh, look
missing. But Ford, clean look for 3. Oh, in and out, no good. The rebound to Davison, back the other way.
Another tough break for St. Mary's.
No doubt about that one. Here's Magnuson now, covered by Malik Fitz. Magnuson, waiting, gets it over to Jacob Davison. Davison with 10. Davison gets a screen, drives. Tough shot, got it to go through Fotu. Wow.
How did he get that one off? Right in the face of Fotu, able to scoop it up and in. Mr. Jacob Davidson having himself a day.
He's got 15 for the Eagles, a huge reason why they are in the lead right now. Here's Tass over to Ford. Ford covered by Magnuson. Ford gets a screen. Ford driving, lays it up, and one for Jordan Ford.
Finally getting the lid off the basket. Jordan Ford. They need to get him going. The little guy. And 1 plus the foul.
A much-needed bucket for Jordan Ford as some subs checking in here for both sides early. Magnuson and Perry to the sideline. Rouse and Groves in for the Eagles. And Jock Perry, the big fella, checking back in. And Minzy. Oh, my goodness, they're rolling out the Twin Towers lineup. How do you stop that, folks?
Taking a page right out of Seton Hall's book, I think, Griff.
Ford will complete the 3-point play, lead back down to 13. St. Mary's, they need to string together some stops here.
Got to take advantage of that size. Got to make sure Eastern Washington gets one and dones on the offensive end. No more of these offensive rebounds.
Cam Aiken an open look. He'll knock it down.
Woo! Can't get an offensive rebound if you make the first shot as Cam Aiken. Let her fly, young fella.
And Eastern Washington has their largest lead of the day at 16. 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Ford now. He's got Davison on him. Ford trying to clear out for him maybe. Gets a screen. Steps back. Lines up a 3-ball. In and out, no good. The rebound to Jacob Davison. Here come the Eagles. They're out on the break.
Nice pass.
Cam Aiken for 2.
The Eagles have been out and running in transition all day long. St. Mary's has no answer for it right now. 18-point game.
18-point lead for the 15th seed as Jordan Ford gets down the lane. Denied by Jacob Davison.
It'll stay with the Gales, but what a block there by Davidson. Go up, young fella. Erase that one.
What an effort right there. Ford will check out, struggling for him today.
And I don't think that Logan Johnson is going to be the offensive answer for them. Nonetheless, Ford will check out, struggling.
Thomas triggering the inbound. Thomas waiting, gets it into Perry. Perry working on Cam Aiken right now with about a 8-inch size advantage. It'll be Johnson. 5 seconds to go. Johnson gets the corner and will draw the foul on Davison. and will shoot 2. Logan Johnson eyes the first one, and he will knock it down. More subs coming in. Fotu checking back in already. Menzies to the sideline for the Gales. Menzies hasn't done a whole lot today.
Has not, unfortunately.
Johnson eyes the second one. Knocks them both down. 50-34 Eastern Washington. Man, oh man, who would have seen this coming when we started this tournament? Cam Aiken now working on Fotu. Aiken will back it out. Now back in. Gets into the paint. Nice dish to Davison. Davison.
Faking, looking, gonna get a 3-second call. Backs it back out. Take the
1-2.
long jumper.
Oh, good. Fotu clears the rebound back the other way. Come the Gales with Krebs. Krebs picked up by Jacob Groves. Now Krebs backs it out.
Oh,
God, that is a backcourt violation. What are you doing?
Succumbing to I think the 2K animations a little bit on that one, Griff, or perhaps a little nerves.
The pressure.
A poor turnover right there.
Lead will remain at 16 for Eastern Washington as here's Kassan Rouse getting downhill. Rouse drawing the foul on Perry.
That's a bad job there by Perry drawing the foul. Just wall up, big fella.
Kassan Rouse eyes the first one, knocks it down, no problem. Lead up to 17. Rouse hits them both. 52-34 here. 16 minutes to play in this one. Logan Johnson now for the Gales. Johnson, top of the key, gives it off to Krebs. Krebs driving on Davison, turns the corner. Good help by Groves, but Krebs finishing in traffic.
Tough shot there by Krebs, able to kiss it off the glass.
Krebs has 10, leading the way for the Gales. Here's Kassan Rouse now, top of the key. Nice find to Davison! Oh, couldn't finish. Peatling gets it.
Another offensive rebound for Eastern Washington.
Here's Davison. Davison driving. Over Perry, denied by Perry.
There you go. That's what I was saying earlier. Big guy just got to put his hands up.
Logan Johnson now into Thomas. Thomas for 2. He got it. And St. Mary's now, perhaps a little bit of momentum here.
First surge I've seen from them all day, Griff. Nicely done on both ends of the floor.
Jacob Davison back the other way for Eastern Washington. He leads all scorers with 15. Rouse top of the key. Over to Davison. Davison with Fotu on him. Gets a screen from Peatling. Davison turns the corner. Pulls up. Nothing doing. Kassan Rouse, an open look. Off the back iron, no good. Good offense, though, for Eastern Washington. Johnson's running. Johnson. Slick feed to Thomas. Now it's Krebs top of the key. They will reset. Krebs working on Davison. Over to Fotu. Fotu hands it off to Krebs, who gets a screen. Krebs turns the corner. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Jacob Groves. Here comes Eastern Washington. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. 14-point lead for the Eagles. Groves over to Cam Aiken. Down and low to Peatling. Peatling working on Fotu. Draws a double.
Nice pass.
Oh, you got to finish that, big fella.
Got to finish that one, and Groves will remember that one for missing the layup.
Krebs inside. He can't finish.
Sloppy play here. Gotta make the bunnies, fellas. Come on, this is March.
Jacob Groves now. Here Kassan Rouse. Back to Groves. Nice cut by Rouse. He will finish. Lead back up to 16 for Eastern Washington.
St. Mary's just not bumping the cutters at all. Coach Grants, I know, would be upset about that one. And it is a timeout for St. Mary's. Eastern Washington has it rolling.
Eastern Washington with 13 and a half to play in this one. Not shying away, and the St. Anthony Bears are enjoying every second of it.
The St. Anthony Bears, no doubt about it, always giving this crowd a show.
Man, oh man, what a game we have going on here. Spot in the Sweet 16 up for grabs. As here is Johnson in the corner. Nice feed to Coos for 2.
There we go. Nice play out of the timeout there for St. Mary's. And Coos able to get it to go.
A much-needed bucket for the Gales right there. Lead down to 14. Here's Rouse back the other way for Eastern Washington. Kassan Rouse. Top of the key. Gives it over to Kidd. Lines up a 3-ball. Rims it no good. Look at Cam Aiken getting up for that one.
Some great athleticism displayed there by Cam Aiken. Reaching the arm back. Laying it in off the glass. That was beautifully done.
Logan Johnson now top of the key. Brings it back for the Gales. Gives it off to Jock Perry. Perry with a smaller Peatling on him. Nothing going. 9 on the shot clock. Here's Coos. Coos gets a screen. 3 on the shot clock. Coos is going to force one. Way off the mark and a shot clock violation for Eastern Washington.
Still stagnant most of the times down the floor on offense, Griffin. That has to change if they want to get back into this one. As we see another tough slate for St. Mary's, going to be hard to play those games, especially if they come out with a loss. Rouse will take it at the top of the key, looking for a screen from Peatling, instead he'll get it from Aiken. Rouse taking it back out. Groves now back to Kidd. Rouse with 3 to go on the shot clock. Has Perry on him. He'll let go of 3. In and out, nearly went down, and Fotu brings it back the other way for the Gales. Fotu, nice pass, and the big fella, Jock Perry. Crikey, what a throwdown right there for the big Aussie, and now it's a 14-point game again. Rouse will come back the other way, and he'll miss it. Jock Perry the rebound. Here is Johnson now, sliding it left. He'll take it inside, miss it. Aiken and now Kidd will bring it the other way for E-Dub. Rouse, the pull-up. Got it. Smooth looking stroke there by Rouse, and he is keeping the tempo going for the Eagles. Here's Coos. Guarded out, and now he'll feed inside to Perry. Perry backing down Peatling, puts it up with the right hand, and he got it. Wow. Nicely done there by Perry, and I think maybe Andrew Bogan giving him some lessons on that post move. Pretty. And now Eastern Washington will take a timeout. 1:23 left to play here in the third quarter. These teams have played even most of the way since the first half, but St. Mary's looking a little more comfortable on offense. They just have to find a way to get some more stops. Magnuson will inbound now for E-Dub. Finds Kidd. Kidd sliding it right, and he'll find Perry at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Aiken. Kidd in the corner. Finds Aiken. Lowers his shoulder, puts it up with a little hook shot, and no good. Back the other way comes Fotu. Fotu stops at the top of the key. Now driving the lane. What a play by Fotu, and he'll lay it in. Wow, that was pretty. A little shifty crossover, splitting the defense, cutting it down to 12. A little sense of urgency here for the Gales finally. Now Perry. He's had a great hand in this game all day. Gets a screen. Perry. Nowhere to go, and a bailout foul there by Coos. Some substitutions coming in now for the Eagles. Magnuson has it at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Peatling. They switch it. Oh, miscommunication right there, but they managed to recover. Now back out. Magnuson fires at the end of the shot clock. No good again, but Peatling is there for the rebound hammer. Took it right out of the hands of Ford, and he throws it down. Eastern Washington still rolling. Coos now. Dancing with Perry. Gets by him with a nice little move, and he lays it in with the left hand. That was a pretty play right there. Now E-Dub. They can hold for the last shot. Instead, they'll find... Oh, Davidson's got to miss that. That was a slick feed once again. Now Fitz at the end of the shot clock. Oh, no good. And we will go to the fourth quarter. Eastern Washington Eagles, the 15, after that big game against San Diego State and the big upset, looking to make history, leading the Gales by 12. Plenty of time left, though. This is still March. As you see the slick feed there from Groves. Here is Magnuson now at the top of the key for Eastern Washington. The Red Sea parts, and he will lay it in. Another easy 2 there for the Eagles. Magnuson getting to the rim. Beautifully done. Now Ford has to find a way to get something going. He has been quiet. Ford driving the lane, and he will... tough break there as he tried to finish the other side of the rim. No good as it falls off the rim. Davidson sliding it right, taking it into the chest of Fitz. Nothing doing. Trying again. Cut off. Fitz is a bigger man there, Mr. Davidson. Magnuson will try. Spinning. Looking, and now 3 to go on the shot clock. They got to get it off. Here's Perry, a long 3. And he got it! Wow! Actually, a 2. Foot was on the line, but what a shot there by Perry to get it off and knock it down as it was expiring. Now Ford getting a screen, sliding it right, pulls up, and it is no good, and back the other way is Davidson. Eastern Washington has controlled the entirety of this game, and it has stayed that way. Magnuson gets a screen. Peedling had him on the roll, but nothing doing. Davidson, 6 to go, feeds Peedling, the big man. Spins on Ford, but he's stripped. What a play there, and it'll go to the Gales. Wow. Beautifully done by Fotu to strip Peedling on his way to the rim on the smaller Ford. St. Mary's will get the ball back. Now here's Ford. Ford, left side, covered by Magnuson, gets a screen. He slides it left, taking it in, and drawing the foul, going to the line. That was a beautiful play there from Ford. Wow, pretty. Hasn't had a great game thus far, but a big shot there. St. Mary's needs to get some offense going, and that's a great way to start it. Ford will eye the free throw, and it is, oh my goodness, swirling around the rim, no good, and back the other way comes Eastern Washington. Davidson. Stolen away by Ford, got his hand in the cookie jar. Now here's Ford, sliding it right, looking, crossing, and now he'll back it out. Ford gets a screen there from Fotu, sliding right. Cut off, has 2 defenders on him, take it up anyway! Ford being more aggressive here down the stretch, possibly needing to take over for his team if they want to get back in this one.
Little sense of urgency here from the senior Reese, seeing his career flash before his eyes.
No doubt about it, and he has had 2 great takes the last 2 possessions for St. Mary's.
Ford knocks it down. Lead cut down to 13. 8 minutes to go. That's a lot of time still, Reese.
Certainly.
No need to panic if you're St. Mary's just yet.
Definitely, but they got to find a way to get stops on defense and find a way to possibly knock down some tray balls. Haven't had it going from the outside in this one.
Not at all, as Ford eyes the second one. Knocks them both down. Lead cut back down to 12. St. Mary's, the Gales need to string together some stops here.
No doubt about it. Landon also wants to know how it feels to be for me to be nominated as the TNS Guest Persona of the Year. And Landon, I got to tell you, it feels pretty good. Beating the likes of Jared and Carson. Wow, that's some tough competition.
Snubbing Carson there.
I don't know.
Savage.
Have to wait till the end of the tournament to name that award, I think.
There's Coos. Floats one up. No good. Peatling clearing the rebound. Back the other way come the Eagles. Man, oh man. 7.5 minutes away from seeing a 14-15 matchup in the tournament. In the Sweet 16, that definitely has never happened. That's never happened.
Right? 15 seeds only made it once, and Florida Gulf Coast played I think they played a 3.
Magnuson! Woo!
Green beaning the 3. Mr. Magnuson, have yourself a day. Let her fly. What a shot.
67-52, 7 minutes to go. St. Mary's, they got to get desperate now.
Getting desperate, no doubt.
Fotu. Driving, trying to score on Aiken. Fotu backing him down. Nothing doing. Kick out. Coos driving on Perry. Coos with 2. Has to put it up. No good. Rebound to Peatling. Here come the Eagles back the other way with Jack Perry. Perry pulls it out to the top of the key. Now gets a screen from Peatling. Got a mismatch with Peatling down low if they want it. Perry decides to take it. Picked away by Tass.
Tass has not had his hand in this game, not very much, but a nice play there to get the steal as Fotu backing down Perry for a nice 2.
He's too little, he says. Lead down to 13, 6 minutes to play in this one. Krebs set to check back in for the Gales. Magnuson, Perry down the lane. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Fotu. Back the other way come the Gales.
My mistake, Landon. I realized you did say nominated. It feels good. And it does feel good nonetheless. Nice play there by Tass to put it home.
Lead back down to 11. St. Mary's now starting to get a little bit of desperation here.
Got to find a way to get something going. And a timeout here for Eastern Washington. Wanted to play it safe. Won't want any momentum swings from St. Mary's. Don't want to pull an East Tennessee State, that's for sure. As long as they don't have anyone try to take over the game like, I can't remember the name of that East Tennessee State player, but merely pretty much cost them that one. As here we go again. 5:49 left to play in this one. Eastern Washington leading by 11. As I said, they have been in control. Magnuson, another three. No good, and Tass will clear it for St. Mary's back the other way. Fitz is doubled. Splits it anyway. Picks it up in the corner, and now Krebs for three. Bang! What a shot there by Krebs, and now all of a sudden the Gales find themselves down 8. First time it's been that way since early in the second quarter.
How do you like Krebs right there? They need a big shot, and Krebs twinkling the twine.
Block there, I think, but from St. Mary's, and back the other way they come. Now here's Coos.
5 minutes to play. Coos driving on Magnuson, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Fitz. Got to go to Krebs here, I think. Fitz now. Over to Krebs.
Has the hot hand.
Krebs gets a screen. Krebs with three. Krebs driving. Lays it up. Couldn't get to go. Goes on miss. Stolen it. It's tipped out.
That is a tough play right there. Threw it off the back of the defender, but then it ends up in the hands of Eastern Washington anyway. Wow, tough break.
Magnuson checking out for the Eagles. Kassan Roos in. What a decision here to have no Jordan Ford at this critical juncture of the game. Here's Jack Perry now, covered by Krebs. Coming off a screen, tried to draw a foul. Refs wouldn't bite. Aiken now on Fotu. Kick out to Davison. Davison with 4. Jacob Davison. They need a big shot here from him. He'll take it. Oh, way off the mark.
Way off the mark. Had to get that screen and roll going with Peatling a little earlier. Going back to the Gales.
4.5 minutes to play. We have an 8-point ball game. Eastern Washington has led this one by as much as 18, and St. Mary's has chipped away, much in the same way the UC Irvine Anteaters did.
Just saying, I don't think Eastern Washington won. He is taking over this game as Krebs. Eastern Washington looking like they might be pulling an East Tennessee State. Won't want to do that.
No,
but
they've
got to find a way to take back control this one.
You can feel them clenching up a little bit as Aiken misses. Fotu the rebound. Here comes St. Mary's. Fotu driving. Fotu. And one!
Wow, what a play there by Mr. Fotu. Gather dribble, lay it up at the left, go to the line, +1.
And in the blink of an eye, St. Mary's has stormed back. Chance to make it a 3-point game here for Fotu.
Still a lot of time left, and this one can go either way, and he knocks down the free throw.
67-64, Eastern Washington clinging now to a lead that was 18 just a few moments ago.
Just like that. As we said, can happen at any time and at any amount of
time.
Perry will stop the bleeding there.
Big take right there, and timeout St. Mary's. Definitely to get Jordan Ford back in the game, I would say.
I would say so as well. Need their senior to get going to lead them to victory.
But how about Tanner Krebs stepping up?
Stepping up big time. He has been a huge plus for them on offense, as we see our Jordan player of the game. Way too early for this. A nice game for the young fellow, though.
No doubt about it. Huge region. Eastern Washington is 4 minutes away from advancing to the Sweet 16, and still no Jordan Ford for the Gales.
Surprising move. Perhaps want to go with the hot hands, Griff.
It's working. They have stormed all the way back without him as it's Fitz catches down low. Gives it up to Fotu. Fotu backing down on Aiken. Kick out to Krebs. He's had the hot hand. Krebs drawing a double. Fitz.
Had an open man and Fotu down low.
Fitz gets by him. Fitz, 15-footer. In and out, no good. Big stop for the Eagles right there. Here's Kassan Rouse. Rouse spinning. Look at Peatling down low for a two-handed flush.
Tass not getting back. Peatling running the floor and making the Gales pay. Back to 7 for Eastern Washington.
3 minutes to play in this one. Coos now. Trying to get past Kassan Rouse. Back out to Fitz.
Feats.
Feats. Driving on Davison.
Cut off. Double
Draws a
coming.
double. Kick out to Coos. 5 on the shot clock for the Gales. Coos has to hurry. Fires a 3.
Oh.
In and out, no good. Cam Aiken the rebound. Big stops right here for Eastern Washington. And Davison stepped out of bounds. What are you doing?
Ill-advised there from Davidson, not seeing the line, and it'll go back to St. Mary's with
And worst of all,
2:45 remaining.
Worst of all, that out of bounds allows Jordan Ford to check back in.
Jordan Ford is in, and they will be looking for him to get going. Has to find a way to put the ball in the bucket.
2.5 minutes to play in this one. Here's Ford off to Tass. Krebs in the corner. Krebs gets a screen. Got it looking for Fitz down low.
Has another size mismatch.
Malik Fitz working on Perry. Puts it up with the left hand. Good!
Beautifully done there by Fitz. Finally getting a little mismatch shot down low to go, and it is back to 5 for E-Dub.
2 minutes to play in Eastern Washington. Gonna call another timeout here.
Big possession coming up for E-Dub. Probably drawing up a play. A sure thing for them to get a bucket. We'll see what happens.
We got a couple of...
Anthony Bears are out there again. Couldn't think of a better time for them to show their faces, as this crowd is as into this game as they have been all day.
Fever pitch.
Roof about to explode.
We've had 2 great games, Reese.
We have been blessed with beautiful basketball here today. This is still March, coming to you from the neutral site simulation.
Here's Jack Perry now. Perry has been awesome. Perry steps back, thought about it, nothing doing though.
Good decision by Perry.
Rouse now gets a screen. Kick back, Davison, 3
the
seconds.
Post office.
Peatling's got to put one up in a hurry. No good. Jordan Ford clears the rebound. Here comes St. Mary's back the other way with numbers.
Nice pass to Krebs.
For 2. Back down to a 3-point game.
Beautiful vision there from Ford to find Krebs, streaking down the floor, laying it in with the left.
Tanner Krebs with 17, nearly doubling his season average points per game.
Another Aussie Griff. Crikey! We got a close one.
90 seconds to play in this one. Kassan Rouse. Perry passed up an open look. Gives it up to Davison instead, covered by Fitz. Davison to Rouse. Rouse has to hurry. Tough shot on the way. Way off the mark. Big stop for the Gales.
Eastern Washington looks to be clamming up just a little bit, and they have got to find a way to lock in, Griff. They still have the lead.
3-point game here. 1:20 to play. Jordan Ford. Can he take over? It's been Tanner Krebs in the second half, though, for the Gales. It'll be Ford, though. Top of the key. Ford driving. Ford blocked by Cam Aiken. What a play!
Great block. Had Fotu wide open in the corner.
Jack Perry now back the other way, working in the corner.
Nice
Gives
pass.
it out to Aiken. Somehow that ball didn't go out of bounds. Aiken! And a 3-second call!
A great job by Ford to stand his ground on that one, and Cam Aiken just able to not get it off, and a lucky break there for St. Mary's, I think.
And every single fan in the building is standing for this one, and St. Mary's, Randy Bennett wants to take a timeout and draw up a play.
Woo!
Oh my.
Big possession coming up for St. Mary's College. They have stormed all the way back in the fourth quarter. Looked like they were dead in the water.
Here we go. Reese, who do you go to here?
Well, I think you got to go to the hot hand, honestly, in Krebs. Or if you find another man open in the corner, you give it to him. See if they can knock down the 3-ball to tie this one up.
Here's Ford now. 13 on the shot clock. Ford gets his shoulders downhill. Blocked by Davison!
What a block by Davidson. Recovered to send it back.
Don't need to foul here quite yet if you're St. Mary's. Davison now in the corner. Oh, and he stepped out of bounds! Where are you going?
Another ill-advised play by Davidson. I don't think he has his head in the game right now, Griff.
I don't think either of these teams want to win it.
Doesn't look like it. I guess we'll see.
Another chance for St. Mary's. Ford. 13 seconds separating shot and game clock. You don't need a 3 if you're St. Mary's, but you got to go quick. Ford now gets downhill again. Ford, kick out. Fotu from the corner. Oh, no good. Ford the rebound. Missing. Ford again.
Another. What a play by St. Mary's, and Krebs has doubled.
Krebs.
Oh, had Fotu wide open.
10 seconds ago. Fitz driving. Got to put one up. Krebs. Ford for the tie. Oh, just missed! And it's over!
It's over!
It's over!
What a game!
What a game! What a finish! Eastern Washington is going to move on to the Sweet 16.
Wow, what a final possession there. And the St. Anthony Bears are out there again. It may be too little too late for them to be out here, but these fans are sticking around for the post-game show. What a tough break ending for St. Mary's.
And it is over. The 15 seed. We are getting a 15-14 matchup in the Sweet 16. Unbelievable.
This is March, and March is madness in the full meaning of the word. What a win for Eastern Washington.
My goodness, Jordan Ford's three-pointer to tie the game went halfway down, and it popped back out. What a win! What a game! Time to name our Zaxby's player of the game. Oh, man, we got a lot of good candidates.
Balanced.
I think we got to go with Jacob Davison on this one. The huge block on Jordan Ford down the stretch, hit huge shots the entire way. My vote is for Jacob Davison.
That's tough for me to say because he did have those two boneheaded turnovers, but I guess it didn't come back to bite them, so I guess he has earned himself our Zaxby's player of the game. But a balanced scoring attack for E-Dub. And it was a team effort win in this one, Griff.
No doubt about that one, and we are so excited to see the Eastern Washington Eagles continue their journey as they will play in the Sweet 16 against the 14 seed UC Irvine. Man, oh man, this is March. Coming up soon on the neutral site, say right here, we got your Yellow Cards as they take on the Ohio State Buckeyes in a 4-5 matchup. And we will be back tomorrow with more Sweet 16, or round of 32 rather, action. So stick around.